Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about more censorship, because why not? It seems to be something that is very much an occurring subject lately. It seems to be occurring way too often, and I absolutely fucking hate it. Because after all, it's the woke world, and they live on censorship. Anyway, from Bleeding Fool. More censorship. Tintin in the Congo undergoes PC changes. Because that's exactly what we needed. Going after Tintin. One of the best comics ever created. The adventure, the stories. The stories were written in a few years apart also. So that's why there's some stories that alludes to be pre-World War II. And some... you can see some with older vehicles, some with newer vehicles, and then you think, wait, what? But that's reflecting the current time that the story happened. Anyway, as you can see in this image here, we can see that they are going exactly where you think it's going. Which is literally to this one. Tintin au Congo. Tintin au Congo. I don't know how to say it, but anyway, let's read, because after all, it's just... Anyway, the NDTV and AFP report that the second Tintin story from 1931 set in the Congo Republic has been altered in some way and other for the sake of wokeness. I hate woke people. I hate the woke culture. I hate it so much. They are doing exactly what the communists want, which is rewrite history, change history so it fits the narrative. That's what communists have done and will continue doing. Stop pandering to communists. They do not give you money. They literally have no money. And most importantly, the communists are also pro-hunger. Because whenever there's communism, there's famine. Anyway, let's continue. There has been a mixed response from the anti-racism groups of a newly modified version of the Tintin comic books after it was widely criticized over its colonialist depictions of Africans. There is no colonialism here. Secondly, colonialism is good, especially if portrayed or done by the West, not the colonialism which these idiots communists stand to defend, which is the communist colonialism, the Arab colonialism, the Chinese colonialism, which is also communist. All of those colonialists, powers, etc., they view it as good. In fact, you'll not see them even criticizing China colonialism on Africa right now. In fact, they are going to go and defend it. I've had discussions of that on Twitter, where the idiot actually literally defended Chinese colonialism on Africa, and it even went on as forward as saying that it was okay for China to get African land. Right. Moving on. Over the recent decades, the comic strip has become increasingly controversial, with critics pointing to its racist and colonialist treatment of the local population. I say these critics are full of goddamn fucking shit. I mean, it's so full of shit that it stinks. Even on other... It stinks so much that the stink spreads all over the world. And I can feel it from hell. God. Anyway, the new edition launched in November together with two other books in the Tintin series carries a preface explaining the colonial context of the time. I say, take out that preface. Take it out. Keep it as original. Do not change anything. Do not add anything. That's all you have to do. Tintin is timeless. Unless you're actually so fucking retarded that you actually think this thing is recent and that the technology you see in the comic book is representative of 21st century technology, then I say you're a goddamn fucking retard. But then again, communists. Anyway, it also contains tweaks to the story and adds more problems. At one point, Tintin teaches an African child mathematics, whereas in the original, he teaches the child that its home nation is Belgium. I don't understand why is it so hard for the people to keep it as original. And there were indeed quite a few changes. For instance, here in the drawing, you can see different coloring. His shirt is up and this shirt is down. This one has no shirt, but this one has a shirt. This one has no shirt, and they kept it. I don't know why you did those changes. It's pretty weird, if you ask me. And I don't know why you did it. But anyway, the cover was also changed from the original, showing Tintin facing off against a lion, whereas before he was sitting with a black child. Here is the original cover, if you don't remember. Here. There's nothing racist in that. The guy is actually sharing a seat, the vehicle with a black child, unless you're so racist that you actually think that a white man cannot be in the same scene as a black guy or a black child. Yeah, I know. The far left actually thinks it's racist. And it's they support the idea of being of segregation. I mean, it's absurd. But before I continue, here's a trailer of something that will never allow to happen. I'm back, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Right. So continuing, here's what one retard actually said. Very retarded, mind you. This volume goes back to a time that is thankfully over. When it was acceptable to consider blacks as an inferior. No. There's nothing not even a single comic of Tintin or the creator of Tintin, which is Hergé, or I don't know how to pronounce it, that is even considered that. Not even one. None. Whatsoever. Why do I say that? Because Tintin, in multiple situations, he befriends locals and he goes to bat for them. He actually saves them. There's even one he befriends in China before the Japanese invasion of China, and later on in the next series he's actually having dreams about the kid and he goes on and saves him in Tibet. That is here in this comic book, which I own thanks to my girlfriend. He actually befriends here on the Blue Lotus, right here. And he saves them, and he goes back to save the local right here on Tibet. No. There you go. Fuck me. No. Right here. Right here. It's out with breath. Here. he goes right here in this volume to save the child. God damn it. I don't understand why these people need to go and destroy everything. Are these people literally fucking insane? Why do you actually need to change dialogues? Why do you need to change the cover? Like it points out here in this article. The author of the article says, seriously, what good does it do to change any of the dialogue or even the cover illustration? The edition I saw years before depicted Tintin riding in a car with a black man. Something this item doesn't make clear. If the story is little more than a rotten apple, wouldn't it be better to just stop buying and reading it and let it fall out of print into obscurity? I just don't see how it's helping to make these alterations. If that's what's happened, and not too long after what was announced for Roald Dahl's books, not to mention the original James Bond's novels. Exactly! My point exactly. Leave it as is, publish it as is, republish it or reprint it as is, and fuck the woke crowd because they do not purchase these things. They actually hate it. Anyway, here is something interesting. The preface, written by Philip Godin, head of the Friends of Hergé Association, is mostly concerned with defending the record of Tintin's creator in terms of racism. He defended himself vigorously against that charge, he wrote. He happily mocked everybody, whites and blacks. Exactly. Even the characters itself, for instance, this captain here is a drunkard. I mean, Captain Haddock is a drunkard. And you have multiple things here, for instance, in which, for instance, I forgot their names, god damn it, Thompson and Thompson, the one with P, one without a P, they mocked the detectives of the time, the police officers of the time, also today, mind you. And it mocked the Belgian police officers, but on the cartoon, or depending on the translation, it ends up mocking as if the British detectives, depending on the translation. For instance, in this case here, it's they use the Scotland Yard for Thompson and Thompson, which I forgot the name of their names in French. But it's hilarious. They are utterly incompetent as it comes. And I don't get it. Why these people really are so goddamn fucking retarded? Even the villain here himself, which is Wolfen, I think. Oh, I forgot the name. It's possibly right at the end of the cartoon here. Yeah. No, not Wolf. Wolf ends up being a traitor, but I'm not going to go into detail. I forgot the name of the guy. Well, anyway. Here he is. He kind of represents Nazis. So, I don't get it. Why are they having problems? Anyway, Pascal Blanchard, the history of colonialist propaganda, said he was surprised that the publishers did not make a special announcement of the changes and that the new preface was not mentioned on the cover. He called the preface highly debatable. I'll say you shouldn't even have done any of those things, just republish it as is. Hergé himself admitted in 1975 that all he knew about the Belgian Congo was what people talked about at the time, saying, I drew Africans in the pure spirit of paternalism that was prevalent back then. Exactly. I see nothing wrong. Oh god. It really makes... No. Yeah, this one took out the entire spirit of the comic. The illustration looks worse. I don't know, it doesn't look the same. Look at the quality. There's more details on the cover of the old one. It's just not. No, I'm sorry. No. Fuck censorship. Fuck wokeness. Fuck woke people. And on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night. And remember, also fuck YouTube.